We out here. I'll just show y'all around the neighborhood real quick. You can over there, that's my old crib. We're gonna go up there. Some wild shit. But this is the deli I always leave to. Let's see if homeboy in here. This is the whole day. It's crazy. Good, bro. Got a YouTube vlog, baby. Yeah, we got
goody with goody.
It's good. It's my boy right here making best bacon, egg, and cheeses. They got quarter waters? Nah? You do?
Which one's the 50 cent you talking about? Or?
Yeah, the 50 cent. I know they don't got the quarter.
Right there, right there.
Right here?
Oh, right here, this shelf.
Oh, alright. What's that? Okay, respect.
I don't know if you got the cold ones, but you got the hot ones right here.
Oh, you got those. Okay. Yeah, see, I used to come here and get those juices all the time.
Turned off.
Quarter water juices. That little cross street. Mad quarter waters. He gave me free water. Shout out to him. But we just got the quarter waters. It's like the juices for 25 cents. Shit was lit. You know what I'm saying? Come get you for $1. You can get you a brownie, get a bag of chips, and a quarter water. You feel me? All right, Palmer, I'll let you go. Good luck, yo.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, so we about to go over here to my old crib. I ain't gonna front. I'm wondering if this shit is still here at my old spot. Some wild funny shit in the wall. This is low-key like, this is the crib I grew up in. Like, this is the first house I ever stayed at. We had rats, like city rats. We had fucking cockroaches, spiders, snakes slithering under the door. I remember my aunt lived right upstairs with my grandmother, and there was bees, like mad bees, like a nest upstairs. Shit was crazy. But I love this crib. Mad shit happened here, right here. My brother Didi got hit by a car. If you know my brother, he's autistic. He got hit by a car. Dude did a hit and run. I watched it with my own eyes, watched my mom's cry, all that shit. All right, so next spot we going to, this is my second home on North Broad Street. This crib was pretty cool. I live with my grandmother actually in the house. The home I just showed y'all, my grandmother and my aunt lived upstairs, and me and my mom lived downstairs. This crib, we all lived together. It was me, my mom, and my grandmother. So I always had good cooked meals, everything like that. Lived across the street from Max Bunyavan and Autumn Brown. So I'm gonna stop right here and show y'all this crib. Alright, so this right here, this used to be my other crib. We lived on the second floor. There's a black dude that lived in the attic. I don't know why this nigga used to creep me out all the time, but he always had like a bad white chick that he used to date. But he was mad secretive. We had two Africans, a couple that lived on the first floor. They actually gave me a cat, a baby kitten. That motherfucker ran away. His name was Gigi, yo. He ran away. We left the door open one day. He dipped, and I actually seen him walking to school at Hillcrest. That was the elementary school, and he was looking mange. I'm talking about dirty. And he followed me all the way to Hillcrest. Meow, meow. I was like, no, Gigi, like you're not coming home with me. Like, not looking like that. So it was over. He probably an alley cat. I don't know if he's still alive, but he's here. This crib right here on the side. And actually, that ladder, we used to hang the WWE titles up there. I was obsessed with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Niggas used to jump off the top back there, had battle royals and all that. So shit was wild. And RIP, by the way, to the little 16-year-old kid that got killed over there last Friday. Friday or Saturday. Homeboy, I think it's like 16, 17, got stabbed up and shit. RIP to him. But let's take this walk. Put my son Ronald on something real quick. Shout out to Ronald, the cameraman. Shout yourself out, bro. You're not gonna put yourself on the camera?
Oh, dude, I'm here. You feel me? What?
Alright, so this like my old block. I can tell you everybody used to live on this block. Autumn Brown and them still live down there. Right. We about to come up on the house actually. That Miss Kears and her son Tyreek lived at, and their grandmother. I used to come over here all the time to play basketball in the backyard with him. So this Tyreek Kears house right here, this spot, we used to always go in the back and play basketball. We actually wrestled a few times. And then Jonathan Travis used to live over there before this house got renovated. And we was wrestling in this yard. It was me, him, Gregory Red, and Tyreek. We were having a match here, and I broke his leg. Yeah, I was fucking terrified. And I'm actually wrong, forgive me. This was Tyreek Kearse's house. This is where Gregory Red lived. So, yeah, that part. So I'm gonna take y'all down here. Anthony used to live over here too. Him and his brother Dominique. They lived at this tannish house right here. And then we used to always ride our bikes down this street into the funeral home and come out the other side of the street. It was wild fun times on this block. One of the craziest stories I ever had on this block though. Craziest stories. We about to come up on it real soon. Alright, so if you pan over to this crib right here, I got the wildest story about this house like a while ago. So I had to be about, I would say probably like 10 to 12 years old. I was riding my bike down the street and let's walk this way because them dogs annoying as shit. But I was riding my bike down the street and they had a big ass SWAT car out here. Like I had never seen that shit before, bro. They had the SWAT car out here. And SWAT team they pulled up with M16s. This is the first time I ever seen M16s. They pulled up right here on this house. I rode up. They had all four corners just blocked off. And they had like at least like 3 SWAT members going into the house. They had 3 out here on the street. And they had the truck blocking one of the roads. So I'm riding up on the SWAT officer. He's like, get the fuck back. Drive the fuck back that way. So I'm like, oh, you know, as a kid, you're like, whoa, what's going on? So as I'm watching, they bust in the crib. I hear shots like, bop, bop, bop. Then you hear the M16. Grrr. I'm like, oh, shit. So this shit is wild to me. And inevitably what will end up happening, it was a guy in there who dealt drugs. I wasn't sure of his name. I don't remember. I never knew him like that. But they busted in and called him for a warrant. And I guess he had a shootout with the police. So that was a wild time. Right here. My aunt lived at 1D. This is the project. I used to travel from my aunt's crib at 1D to my cousin Tanya's at 6D. And I never forget, I was in 6D. That was one of the first times I heard gunshots over here. Come to find out it was my cousin that got shot through News 12. Crip dude, we ain't gonna get into all of that, but he ran through the park, dude fired at him, shot him like 3 times. But yeah, this is the Jackson over here. So going to Towers, had fun times. A lot of, you know, shit that come with the hood over here, but I had very fun times over here. A lot of gang activities was going on out here. It was 3Y beefing with KCB. I seen niggas jumping each other. Crazy shit happening. So, yeah, bro. Alright, so I'm taking y'all to one of my favorite spots that I ever lived at, called Chateau Reeves. I used to love this spot because the shit looked like a castle and it had a courtyard in the middle. Like, when I was a kid, I used to love walking through the courtyard. If you look over here, these are new condominiums they just built. And if you know Westchester, Westchester is fucking expensive. And it's crazy how gentrified it's getting right now. Literally right down the street is the projects, and we're gonna pass that in a minute too. But for right now, I'm taking y'all up this windy ass road to where I used to live at. Alright, so yeah, this like, I used to live up here. You literally look at this shit, it's a castle, yo. Like, when you start getting up into the mountains, you can see all the Peekskill from up here, really. I used to love living up here, man. And this was like probably one of the few places I lived that hold a lot of memories for me. As you can see, it's like a lot. Oh, man. It's like a lot of windy roads out here. I'm gonna take you to the front of the place where I used to stay at. But you can see Camp Smith through the woods over there. That's a military base. Camp Smith is right over there. Ansville Circle down there. We got Ansville Bay. You can go kayak and shit down there. But yeah, this was the entrance, man. Right here. I'm not really gonna get out here. You need like a passcode to get in anyway. But this is where I used to live. I love this place to death. Probably one of the best places I ever lived. You can see it right through here. That's that corridor. Yeah, I remember one year, everybody in this building came out here for 4th of July. They do the fireworks down here in the water. And you can see literally all the Peekskill from up here. So this is why I say, like, there was a lot of amenities with this crib that, like, I really enjoyed. And if you know me back in these days, like, I was a fat, chubby kid. I was always fly. We used to always go down to the Bronx, Fordham Road, see me with the flyers, the Air Force Ones, crazy shit. I was a fat, funny dude, but that's it, man. You see Hudson River. So right here, I just had to have him stop here for a second because this is like a pivotal moment too in my life where shit got hectic. Right here on this block where my man Hector got jumped by 3Y. It was like 30 niggas. I'm talking about like 30 niggas jumped him. He's in the hospital for like a few days, missed school. That shit was wild. I'll never forget that shit. They threw his phone on top of this roof. He was running away. It was some wild shit where like we had beef with these dudes. We ended up actually like pulling up to the dude's house. Like I think we was like 8 deep. We pulled up to his house getting ready to jump him, knocked on his door looking for him. His mom answered and everything. But he wouldn't come out. So then we leave. Long story short, I guess he called up all the dudes. They come from Bowman. They walk down. Me and Hector start running. We running. I get here, run up the block. Muhammad is with us too. Long story. I ain't gonna get into all of that. But yeah, Hector got jumped right here, put in the hospital. Niggas fucked up. Start recording outside now. Start right here. You can press stop. We need a little B-roll footage. Just a little B-roll footage.
GoPro stop.